Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we welcome you all for today's festival. So today we are celebrating Ram Navami. So the actual Ram Navami celebration is on Sunday. But since we'll be celebrating Ram Navami on Sunday in Vasco, we thought we will celebrate this Friday as Ram Navami. So if you see, if you see Ramayana, Mahabharat, these are part of our Vedic culture. In the previous ages, people used to listen to Ramayana in the night before they go to sleep. So it was culture. So that's why those of y'all who have read Bhagavatam, how many of y'all have Bhagavatam at home? Yeah, most of y'all have Bhagavatam. So if you read Bhagavatam later, we will realize that in Bhagavatam, Shukdev Goswami has not discussed a lot about Ramayana. He has discussed very short, few chapters. Because, and in Bhagavatam, Shukdev Goswami tells Parikshit Maharaj, when the part of Ramayana comes, the narration of Ramayana comes, he tells him, you already know Ramayana. So I will not spend more time on this, rather I will tell you other kathas. That means, even Parikshit Maharaj, that time knew the entire Ramayana before Bhagavatam was even spoken. So if you see, Lord Ram comes in Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Krishna comes in Dwapar Yuga. So Lord Ram comes first. Now, sometimes there is this discussion that I am a devotee of Lord Ram and someone is devotee of Lord Krishna, they are different. But that is not the point. Both are simultaneously important for a sadhaka. Of course, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead from whom all the incarnation comes. But all the incarnations of the Lord are simultaneously important for every sadhaka. Every sadhaka means every practicing devotee. So every incarnation of Lord comes for a specific purpose. Like Narsinghdev comes for a specific purpose. We don't have Bal Lila of Narsinghdev, or we don't know who are his parents. We don't know. He just comes, he completes his work and he goes. That's it. Nothing. He washes his hands somewhere in Ahobalam and that pond is still there and a pillar which he came out from. Only those things we know. Beyond that, nothing. So every incarnation has a purpose. So Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam. So Lord Ram values his duty over his love. This is very important to understand, okay? Lord Ram values his duty over his love. And Lord Krishna values his love over his duties. Means, when Krishna came himself, he was busy in Vrindavan. He was happy with Yashoda Maya, Radharani, Nanda Maharaj. Then Narad Muni had to go and tell him, oh my Lord, you came to kill Kamsa. That Kamsa who is creating havoc, it's time now, you should go. Oh, he said, yeah, I have to go there. Fine, I'll go. So Lord Krishna, for Lord Krishna, his love, his devotees are more important than his duties. But for Lord Ram, his duties are more important than his love. That's why he takes some very drastic decisions in his life, in his Lila, whatever Lila he came to perform. So what it means? Because sometimes people say, okay, tell me pastimes of Krishna, tell me the Ras Leela of Krishna, tell me how Krishna danced with gopis. But before we know how Krishna did Ras Leela, we should be knowing how Lord Ram lived his life. When we follow the principles of Lord Ram, then we are eligible to hear the loving pastimes of Krishna. Otherwise, we will do offenses. So that's why in devotee community also, it is very, very important to follow rules and regulations. That's why we have four regulative principles that we have to follow, right? So even we worship Krishna, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, come in the bhav of Radharani. And even though he is come in the bhav of Radharani, he doesn't worship Radharani directly. He worships Radharani through chanting of the holy names, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to observe so much rules and regulations between mixing between two, male, female, maintaining the integrity. It is not that, oh, I am devotee of Krishna, let me dance like gopis, or let me say Radhe Radhe. Nowadays, a lot of those things are going on, right? So when we say we are devotee of Krishna, we should not get carried away in the sentiments. And that is why Lord Ram comes before Krishna appears himself to tell us how a man and a woman should be living his life. Maryada Purushottam. Because Krishna is Lila Purushottam. So before we understand the Leela of Krishna, we should be knowing the Leelas and the teachings of Lord Ram. And that's why they say Ramayana forms the base. It forms the foundation of a devotee on which the prema bhakti to Krishna can be built. If we do not have the foundation of Lord Ram's principle in our life, then Krishna bhakti will not be built upon. Right? So it's very, very important for us to follow the principles. We should not be just going in our flow, in our own sentiments, in our own bhav. Okay, I like Krishna, I will do like this. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's why Lord Ram came to tell what are the principles we have to follow. If you see all the incarnations of Lord, they did very superhuman activity. Lord Narsinghdev came from a pillar. Varahadev lifted the whole earth. Vamandev covered the universe in 3 steps, right? Krishna lifted Govardhan. So many superhuman activities they did. Did Lord Ram do a lot of superhuman activities? Not much. Not much. Rather, we find Lord Ram going to the monkeys and asking, will you help me to find my wife? I lost my wife. Will you help me? Then someone said, oh, your wife was there with Ravana and you're still keeping her in your house. Oh, yeah, okay, I think I should give her up. What can I do? So if you see Lord Ram, he acted very humanly. But if you see all the other incarnations of the Lord, they acted very divinely. So Lord Ram specifically acted like this to tell us, show us, instruct us how we should be acting with Maryada. That is very, very important. Before we celebrate Ram Navami, which is on Sunday, we should be very clear why Lord Ram incarnated, why he came. Right? He just didn't come to kill Ravan. That is just, he could have done it anyways. Most importantly, Lord Ram came to tell us how we should be acting in our life. That is why they say Ramayana forms the foundation of our devotional life. So if you see Parikshit Maharaj, so Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken between Parikshit Maharaj and Sukdev Goswami. And after that, Parikshit Maharaj left. Then the Takshak came, the flying snake came, he bit him, and Parikshit Maharaj left his body and everyone went. So who was the king after Parikshit Maharaj? Someone will be there, right? So his son's name was Janmajayan. What was his name? Janmajayan was the next king. Now Janmajayan was a very, very strong king. But over a period of time, he somehow lost the connect with the spiritual part, the devotional part. And a rishi called Vaishampayan Rishi goes to get him back on the devotional path. So this Vaishampayan Rishi, there's a long story, but the Vaishampayan Rishi tells him a lot of things. He doesn't listen much. Finally, he tells him 2 words, just 2 words. One is Vanabhangam, and second word Goharanam. What are the words? Vanabhangam and Goharanam. So Janmajan gets very, inquisitive. Hey, what are these two words? You're such a big rishi. You're just telling me two words. Tell me more about it. Based on these two words, Vanabhangam and second one is Goharanam, Vaishampayan Rishi tells Janmajan entire Mahabharata and Ramayana. What is Goharanam? Goharanam means taking away the cows. And where this incident happened of Goharanam? It happened in Mahabharata. Which part? Virat, the kingdom of Virat, where all the Pandavas were in incognito, and Kauravas came and took away their cows so that Pandavas come out to fight. And Vanabhangam. Vanabhangam means destroying the Vana. So that happened in Ramayana. So which pastime is that? Vanabhangam. Whose garden was destroyed? Ravan's. And what was the name of the garden? Ashok Vatika. Yad rakhna, we'll come back to that, okay? Ashok Vatika. So Ravan destroyed Ashok Vatika, Vanabhangam, and Janma and Mahabharata, it is Goharanam. Based on these two words, the entire Ramayana and Mahabharata, he was ready to sit and listen, because he was not ready only to listen to anyone. After he completed narrating Ramayana and Mahabharata, Vaishampayan Rishi asked Janmajan, so what is your learning? What you have learned out of this? I have told you the entire essence of all the Puranas. Ramayana and Mahabharata is the essence of all the Puranas. What you have learned out of it? Janmajan says, I have learned, he says that if it was any other common man, he would have said that I have learned four things out of it. Artha, Dharma, बोलिए हो गया? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Right? So if you see our entire Vedic system, it is based on these four things: Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Why people do Dharma? Why we come and bow in front of Lord Ram or Krishna, or why we go to temple, or why we are dharmic? Because we are afraid. If I am not dharmic, something will go wrong in my life. And if something goes wrong in my life, what will happen? I will stop getting money or resources. And what will happen if I stop getting resources? I will not be able to enjoy. And then what is the use of life? So that's why in the Vedic perspective, people were practicing dharma for dharma, artha means money, kama means enjoyment, and finally moksha. So this is general understanding. If someone wants to become, just some religion, if he has to do, he is doing it for this motivation. Janmajan said that what I have understood is these four things are not important. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. I will not practice Dharma for Artha, Kama and Moksha. After listening to Ramayana and Mahabharata, I have understood, these are the words of Janmajan, son of Parikshit Maharaj, that these four things are not important. There is some other four things which are very, very important. And those other four things are the name, Nama, Rupa, Guna. Nama, Rupa, Guna, and what's the fourth one? Lila of the Lord. These four things are important. Not Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha is not going to take us anywhere. Because if we follow Dharma for Artha and Kama, it is not necessary that we will get Moksha. Because we will get stuck in these two things. यहीं पे घूमते रहेंगे हम लोग. That's why they say this life is like a circle of birth and death. Only Vishnu can cut it. But if we follow we worship the name, Nama, Rupa, Guna and Lila of the Lord, sure shot, 100% will go back to the spiritual world. And that was understanding of Janmajan. And from there, Janmajan becomes a big devotee later. So, even in Ramayana, the whole Ramayana, we speak so many things about Lord Ram and Ramayana. But in today's discussion, we will see Ramayana from the perspective of these four things. What are the four things? Nama, Rupa, Guna and Lila. These four things are important. Even in a sadhaka's life, a devotee's life, these four things are very, very important. We have to focus on the name of the Lord, the form of the Lord, the Rupa of the Lord, and Lila of the Lord. If you have to know someone, if I have to marry someone, then first thing what I have to know, what is the name of the person? Then I will ask, okay, what he does, how he looks, show me a photograph. What are his qualities? Who is he by education? What is his job? What he is doing? What are his other activities? So what are these things? This is nothing but Nama, Rupa, Guna and Lila. So similarly, we want to set up our relation with Supreme Lord Ram, Supreme Lord Krishna. It will just not happen like that. It's not that I am a born Hindu, so I will naturally go back to the spiritual world. No. If both mother and father are doctors, does the child automatically becomes a doctor? He has to go through it. He has to go through the entire course. He has to pass an exam, prove himself. Then he'll become a doctor. Similarly, just by knowing that Supreme Lord is there, we will not be going back to the spiritual world unless we practice these four things in our life: Nama, Rupa, Gun, and Leela of the Lord. More we do this, there are more chances of we going towards the Lord. So today in Ramayana, we will discuss what are these four perspectives from the point of Ramayana. This AC is on, it's feeling very hot. Are you all feeling hot? It's okay. Huh? इसका थोड़ा ये कम है शायद cooling. Okay. So how many verses are there in Ramayana? I think we discussed this for the Saturday batch. We had discussed this. How many? 20? हाँ 24. Simple है, 2 डजन. हम सब इधर के लोग हैं ना, डजन में 2 डजन. 24,000 verses. Okay. Now this Ramayana is of this world, 24,000 verses. There is one more Ramayana written by Lord Brahma in Brahma Loka. And how many verses that Ramayana has? 100, मैंने बोला था 100 crore. 1 lakh, 1 crore, 100 crore. 100 crore verses are there in the Ramayana written by Lord Brahma. Okay, so we are lucky. We are not born in the Brahma Loka. ना पढ़ने के लिए टाइम ही नहीं था हमारे पास. तो ये 24,000 तो पढ़ना चाहिए. Right? How many of you all have Ramayana at home? अयोध्या जाके आ गए आप लोग? नहीं आए. Okay, ठीक है. Fine. We'll plan some yatra. Okay, to Ayodhya. Let's see when. So once Lord Shiva got this Ramayana, which Ramayana? 100 crore. Because Lord Shiva can go anywhere. So he got this Ramayana of Lord Brahma, 100 crores. And Lord Shiva is very merciful. He just gives mercy to everyone. One of his name is Ashutosh. He gets pleased very fast. We don't have to do much austerity. जल्दी से वो खुश हो जाए. क्या चाहिए? ये चाहिए ले निकल. जल्दी से दे देते हो. He gives very fast. And he is always that udara mode, means he just wants to give to everyone. He doesn't have a house also, he stays very much virakta. So Mother Parvati asked, now अभी आपको ये 1000 मिला है, and she knew ये रखने वाले नहीं है अपने पास, सबको बांट देंगे. So then when he was reciting Ramayana, he felt that let me give it to others, and that is a quality of a saintly person. One of a quality, very important quality of a Vaishnava is that he is para dukha dukhi. Para dukha dukhi. Looking at someone else's dukha, he becomes dukhi. For us, it is we are ulta. We are para dukha sukhi. Looking at देखो अच्छा हो गया, चलो I'm better. मजा आ गया थोड़ा. Lord Shiva is para dukha dukhi. He saw so many people are suffering without Ramayana. Let me give them Ramayana. So this 1 crore verses he divided into 3 parts. 33,000, 33,000, 33,000. He gave 33,000 to the lower planetary system, 33,000 to the upper planetary system, and 33,000 to the middle planetary system. कितना बच गया? 1 करोड़. 1 करोड़ बच गया ना? 100 करोड़ था ना? 33, 33, 99 हो गया, 1 बच गया. So Mother Parvati said, good, at least I know you will do charity. अभी 1 करोड़ जो बचा है, keep it with you. He said, yeah, definitely, this I'll keep with me only, for me and you, both of us. He said, fine. He was reciting. Again, Karuna came out of compassion, came out from him. And he said, 1 crore is too much for me. Let me give it to others. Again, he divided that 1 crore into 3 parts. 33 lakhs, 33 lakhs, 33 lakhs, लोअर अपर मिडल, पूरा तीनों लोगों का उद्धार. तो कितना बच गया उनके पास? 1 लाख. वैसे वापस किया, फिर 1,000, राइट, और वो और भी वापस किया, वैसे कर करके फिर फाइनली एक ही श्लोका बच गया उनके पास. एंड मदर पार्वती इज वॉचिंग, मदर पार्वती इज वॉचिंग, ही इज गिविंग एवरीथिंग आउट. So finally only one shloka remained. So then he said, see Parvati, I'm compassionate, I have to give to others. One shloka is remaining. This I'm telling you, I will keep it and I will recite only this. I'm not going to give it to anyone. And he started reciting Ramayana. When that one shloka. And when he was reciting that one shloka, he felt again what? What is the quality he felt? हमको आता ही नहीं, देखो नाम भी नहीं पता है. What he felt? We should be compassionate. It's very important. We become hard like a rock because we are in the material world. ना, we are earning money. पैसा चाहिए ना हमको. So by any ways we are earning money or we are earning sukh, we become very hard-hearted. One of the very, very important quality, not only of a devotee, of a human being, is to be compassionate. We have to be compassionate. We have to practice compassion. He said, one shloka is there. I will divide this shloka. I will give again 90% to, 33% to someone, 33% to someone, and only 1% will remain. I'll keep it. And that 1% was only 2 words, 2 letters. And those 2 letters were Ram. And for his life, he is meditating on this word Ram. Ram, Ram, Ram. And if you say Ram also, you feel so nice, right? Ab try karo, just say Ram. You feel so nice, you feel so soothing. Hanumanji. There are very few Adityas. Adityas are those who are eternally there. Hanumanji is one of it. Hanumanji is not gone, he is there. He is there. And what he is doing? He is not designing AI, chat GPT, latest something. ये सब आप लोग देखो, ये सब जड़ विद्या है. What he is doing, कुछ तो करना है ना. He is just meditating on word Ram, Lord Ram. And wherever there is Ram Katha, he comes and sits over there. Right? So you can invite Lord Hanumanji to your house by just reciting Ram Katha or by playing Ram Katha. We have put so many Ram Kathas in the group. Right? So Lord Hanuman is just meditating on the word Ram. So that is the glory of Lord's name, Naam. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. So when we chant Hare Krishna, right, we all are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. We have to be so prayerful. We have to be so thankful to the Lord. Lord, you have given me greatest treasure. What Lord Shiva is meditating on, what Lord Hanumanji is meditating on. You have given me that big treasure. So we have to take the names of the Lord with that sincerity, with that focus and seriousness. ऐसा ही नहीं 2 माला करना है, 4 माला करना है, 16 माला करना है, हो गया, चलो रख दिया उसको. We should go in that mood. Then we will be in touch with Lord Ram. Then that purification process will start. Otherwise we'll feel we are chanting for so many years. कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. Maybe I have to chant some other mantra, और किसी बाबा के पास जाना है, वो कुछ और मंत्रा देगा, और किसी इसके पास जाना है, कुछ तंत्र करेंगे, कुछ पूजा करेंगे, कुछ ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे. Nothing is going to happen. Why? Because we are not following the process. Right? Recently, I had shared one template on chanting. And there, Sachinandan Maharaj was saying some very nice thing. He was saying, convince the Lord that you want Him. This is what we have to do during chanting. Chanting is a process of convincing Him that I want only you. Our chanting is like as if I am doing upkar on you. किया ना तेरे नाम का जप, और क्या करना है भाई? So how we will please Lord like this? Only when he get convinced that I want only him, then he will come out. Sachinandan Maharaj says, when we are chanting, we have to be attentive and present in the holy name. And for this, we have to come out of our inner dryness, which always pushes us towards finding pleasure in this material world. We all are feeling that dryness, na? That's why we just keep scrolling the reels. That's why we keep watching some television or want to go somewhere. We are so dry from inside. Kuch to chahiye. So in those moments of dryness, if we are taking shelter of Lord Ram, if we are taking shelter of Hari Naam, then we are convincing the Lord, Lord, I want only you. Lord is just not a stepney in our life. Puncture ho gaya to stepney dalo. Lord is the main will. Right? He is the main will. Lord is not someone जब problem आएगा तभी हम will go to him. Stepney is what? Problem आएगा तो stepney डालो ना. नहीं तो 4 will important है. Lord is the main wheel of our life. He is rather the steering wheel of our life. Sachinandan Maharaj, he says further, this is very nice, listen to this. Krishna is watching us from a hidden place. And Krishna is especially interested to see where we run for relief and shelter during the time of crisis and dryness. We have to convince him that we want only him and no one else. Only then Krishna will come out of his hiding and respond us in a way that we will get pleased. Sometimes we are chanting Hare Krishna, कितना जिंदगी भर जब किया कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. We say if you chant Hare Krishna, आंखों से आंसू आएंगे, you will feel trembling. मेरे को कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. Why? Because we are using chanting Hare Krishna as like a stepney. कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ, it's like a stepney. नहीं तो वो पड़ा रहता है उधर ही, जब मतलब उधर ही टंगा रहता है. It should be the main steering wheel of our life. We have to convince Krishna that Krishna, I want only you. And then Krishna will come out from the hiding. Krishna ऐसे छुप के देख रहे हैं हमको. आपको लगेगा इतने लोग हैं, कृष्णा हमको ही देख रहे हैं क्या? Krishna can expand. Krishna is there as Paramatma in our heart. He is watching us from there. And when we go and connect to him, then he will come out from his hiding. That's what Sachinandan Maharaj says. And that is how we have to chant Hare Krishna. Otherwise it becomes a ritual. It becomes a ritual. Chanting Hare Krishna should be the most important time of our day. We should be really absorbed. We should be thanking Lord, you have given me a jewel. You have given me something very valuable. This 10 minutes, this 20 minutes, this 1 hour, this 2 hours, whatever I'm spending with you, I will give my best shot. I will be totally present. I'll be totally attentive. When we do chanting with this mood, that is the time when Krishna comes out of the hiding. Otherwise, Krishna is hidden. Krishna has put a Yog Maya curtain. We cannot see Krishna. Even though we are holding Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam will not understand. Why? Because that curtain is there. Right? So that is the glories of Naam of the Lord, the names of the Lord. Naam. Second is Guna. What to speak of Guna of the Lord. Last time Sham Rasik Prabhu came over here, he spoke almost 11 gunas of the Lord. Right? So there are thousands of gunas of the Lord, and out of these 1,000, there are 18 principal qualities of Lord Ram, which is described by Valmiki Muni. One very, very important quality of Lord Ram is his karuna, is his compassion for others. As we said, if you see all the incarnations of the Lord, you think about it. It may be Krishna, it may be Vara, it may be Narsingdev. So many incarnations of the Lord came. They all came with lot of opulence. They came, opulence in the sense power. They came with lot of superhuman activities. But it is only Lord, when he comes in this incarnation as Ram, he is very helpless. He is very helpless. If you meditate on Ramayana, right? He was only 24 years old when he was told to go to the forest. 24 years to go to the forest. And not that he is told to go to the forest और वहाँ पे already किसी ने out house बना के रखा. हमारा रहता है ना out house, पीछे is a tree house. Nothing. You go to the forest yourself. You cut everything. You make everything. You stay there. We nothing to do with you. We are done. Suddenly someone tells tomorrow your bank balance na tomorrow it will become zero. How will you feel? You will fall here only. You will have heart attack only. Right? No, that's a fact. पूरी जिंदगी जो कमाया कल जीरो हो जाएगा. आप सोचेंगे खाऊंगा क्या, जाऊंगा क्या, कहाँ रहूंगा. Lord Ram, there was no change on his face. His face was as it is. No change on his expression, as it is. right? He did so much of hardship. He was barefoot. Lord Ram was walking barefoot. There was no footwears. Footwear कौन लेके गए? भरत लेके गए. वो that also Bharat took. Lord said, okay, चलो चप्पल भी नहीं, चलो I'll walk barefoot. वलकल डाल के रहते थे. वलकल अभी यहाँ पे तो इन्होंने उनको अयोध्या का बताया है, बट वो वलकल पहन के रहते हैं. हेयर वॉज मॅटेड. दिक असताना दिक, झाडाचं दिक त्या लायताले. नो, व्हॉट यू ऑल पुट गार्नियर, क्या डालते आप लोग एकदम ऐसा. नाउ इट्स कॉस्मेटिक इंडस्ट्री इज लाइक बूमिंग. यूज्ड टू पुट दिक so that hair they remain matted. That is कंदमूल खाते थे वो, कंदमूल. एक एकादशी हमारा ऐसा जाता है, ओ आज एकादशी है, क्या खाता है? कंदमूल खाना है. लॉर्ड राम 14 साल कंदमूल खाए. नो 56 भोग एनीवेयर कमिंग फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. His wife was stolen. He was crying, have you seen my wife, have you seen my wife? How much we will, how much we made him to do so many things. And why he did this? Just so that we get attracted. The very purpose, one more purpose of Lord Ram coming to this world is take back the fallen souls. All of us, we are like Sita, who have gone away from Lord Ram. And who has stolen us? Ravan. And who is Ravan? This guy. Right? Ravan. And where he has kept Ravan, where he kept Mother Sita? अशोक वाटिका. तो हमारा अशोक वाटिका का नाम डिफरेंट है. कुर्तारकर विला, ये विला, वो विला. वी आर देयर, शांति से रह रहे. Right? We are feeling everything is fine, everything is fine. But days are going out, days are going out. One day will come, they will knock on the door, will say, chalo, time out in the body, it's time to change. So we are like Mother Sita. Ravan has taken us away, and Lord Ram is running everywhere to take us back. To take us back. And that's why we should be grateful to Lord Ram. And Lord Ram says over here, one point of time, Mother Sita later, not later, when before she was stolen, she asked Lord Ram, my Lord, what pains you the most? What pains you the most? If Radharani would have asked Krishna, what pains you the most, what he would have said? Going away from you pains me the most. That is Krishna. Love over duty. What is Lord Ram? Duty over love. So you know what he said? He said, what pains me the most is when I see someone suffering and looking at them, other people are not feeling that mood of suffering. That pains me the most. This is there in Ramayana, by the way, written by Valmiki Muni. That pains me the most. So the very objective of Lord Ram was to take us back, to remove our suffering. Right? That is incarnation of Lord Ram. So when we celebrate Ram Navami on Sunday, we should be praying. Even today we can pray. Every day we can pray to Lord Ram. We should be praying to him out of gratitude. Right? So he has so many gunas. One of his guna is this, compassion. He is compassionate. This incarnation of the Lord is only for compassion, showing compassion to everyone. So we have to be so grateful to Lord Ram for this guna, and also try to apply this guna in our life to some extent. When we say Jai Shri Ram, that is good, but follow his guna also. Right? So this compassion is very important. And whom we have to show compassion on? अभी कंपैशन किस पे दिखाना है? खुद पे पहले दिखाओ, बाद में दुनिया पे. राइट? एंड व्हाट इज शोइंग कंपैशन ऑन सेल्फ? सेव आवर सेल्फ. What do you mean by what I mean by saving ourselves? Save our soul. Material world is engulfing us with so many things. Every day something new is coming. Every day something new is coming. Right? अभी टेस्ला आने वाला है, गाड़ी आने वाला है कि नहीं? अभी टेस्ला लेंगे हम लोग. Right? So every day something new will come. The days are just going. We have to save our soul. सबसे बड़ा compassion we have to show on ourselves. That's very, very important. So this is Lord Ram's first quality, compassion. Second quality of Lord Ram is that he is Gunavan. And in Gunavan comes his quality of his accessibility. Accessibility means he is available for everyone. Now you will say, what is so great about it? Available for everyone. I am also available for everyone. कोई भी आके बात करके चला जाता है. See, it is difference between me, us, and Lord Ram. Who is Lord Ram? He is a prince. Mother Kunti, the mother of Pandavas, she had said, four things make someone proud. Four things, if you have, even one of those things, if we have, we become very proud. What are those things? Janma, Aishwarya, Shruti, and Shribhi. Janma means birth, high or aristocratic birth. Janma, then knowledge, fame, and wealth. So if we have these four things, we become proud. Even one of these four things, if we have, we become proud. Lord Ram had all these four in full. All these four in full. But yet he was accessible to everyone. When he was going to Vanvas, who was the first person who met him? He had to cross a river. So who crossed the river? Kevat. Who was Kevat? He was a boatman. And he is a royal prince. And Kevat over there washed the feet of Lord Ram in his own hand and drank that water. And Lord was so happy with Kevat, he wanted to give his kingdom, but kuch tha hi nahi Bhagwan ke paas. So he was accessible to Kevat. He was accessible to the Vanaras. He was accessible to Sugriv. Who is Sugriv? Sugriv is a Vanar. He had Tara and Ruma, two wives. Bandar pagal rehte, chalta nahi dimag. Right? And then 4 months of Chaturmas finished, and Sugriv is not coming back only. Then Lord Ram had to send whom? Lakshman, जा भाई देख क्या उसको, चातुर्मास हो गया, अभी भी he is enjoying, अभी भी पार्टी चल रही है उधर. Then Lakshman, he went with that bow. Lakshman ये bow से उसको मारा था, किसको? बाली को. So then he got scared. No, I'm coming. So this type of people Lord Ram was dealing with. He was accessible to everyone and anyone. If we have one of these opulence little bit, थोड़ा क्या धन आ गया, थोड़ा क्या knowledge आ गई, थोड़ा क्या fame आ गया, little high birth, if you, that is not our type. बीच में वो था iPhone people used to say, we are iPhone people. What iPhone? No, that thing is so subtle in us. It is very subtle. So if we say Lord Ram is my Lord of our life, then we should also follow the principles and qualities what he exhibited. So this is very, very important, to be accessible to everyone. Next, when this is nice. This is out of context of the Guna, but something which is very, very striking. So during when Mother Sita was stolen and Lord Ram was going everywhere, they met Sugriv and all of them. So that time Sugriv asked introduce yourself, because they didn't know he is Ram and he didn't know that he is Hanuman and all that. So Lord Ram said, I am Ram, son of Dasharath, and I am the prince of Ayodhya. And he is my brother Lakshman. Then they said, then Lakshman was supposed to introduce. Now Lakshman also would have introduced in the same way. I am prince of Ayodhya, my son of Dasharath, and brother of Ram. But Lakshman, you know what he said? It's there in Valmiki Ramayana. Lakshman said, I am servant of Lord Ram. And it is my fortune that he is telling that I am his brother. That's it. Only 2 sentences. Then later Acharyas give commentary why Lakshman said I am his servant. He said that I am his servant because he was totally conquered by the divine qualities of Lord Ram. When we consider someone our boss, दिल से, ना आधे लोग आप लोग काम करते हो ना, how many of you like your boss? Very few. Very few. Very few. You will like him only if he has some very good qualities. Then you will dil se. Because Lakshman saw all those good qualities in Lord Ram, he gave his life to him. He said, I am his servant. That is Lakshman. Lakshman is described by Lakshmi, what it was? Lakshmano Lakshmi Sampanna. Now we say Lakshman is Lakshmi Sampanna. Now what Lakshman had? Pura zindagi unke saath as a servant raha. What Lakshmi we are talking about? So Lakshman had the Lakshmi of Seva. Having the opportunity of doing seva is the biggest Lakshmi, is the biggest wealth, it's the biggest opulence. Because all other opulence will go, but this opulence of doing seva, that will take us, grant us eternality in the seva of Lord. So that is Lakshman. So Lakshman was emblem of seva. One more quality of Lord Ram, this is nice. So Ravan was trying his best. Where Ravan had kept Mother Sita? Ashok Vatika. And Ravan, so I used to think, Arey, she's there, why you're not enjoying? But Ravan had a curse, that he cannot just enjoy unless the woman says, okay, I'm ready. So every day, see, Ravan was a shameless person. he was number one shameless person. Every day he used to go in front of Sita and boast, I am this, I am that, I have conquered this, I have conquered that. And Sita used to say, chal nikal, ho gaya. If someone says like that, you will be heartbroken, यार मैं नहीं जाऊंगा कल. बट सुबह उठ के वापस हो जाता था उधर. मैं ये किया, मैं उसको मारा, गंधर्व लोग, दिस लोग, नाग लोग, एवरीथिंग आई हैव कॉन्कर्ड. मदर सीता ऐसे हो गया, निकल. Every day the same thing is to happen. So somehow he was like nothing is happening. So Vibhishan gave him one idea. He said, Ravan, you know what? You have this siddhi, you have this ability that you can take form. You can change your form to someone else. You take the form of Ram and you go, Mother Sita will accept you. Dekho, when we say Sita also we say Mother Sita. Huh? So Sita will accept you. Ravan said, yeah, I can do that, but there is one problem. If I have to take someone's form, I have to meditate on his qualities. Then I can take his form. It's sochna padta hai, If I have to take Sandeep Kunde's Prabhu's form, and Sandeep Kunde Prabhu, okay, fine, always serving over there, he'll be there, always, okay, then I'll become him. So if Ravan said, if I meditate on Ram, I will go to Sita and call her mother only. So what's the point? So even Ravan was knowing that if I meditate on the qualities of Ram, I will get those qualities. And Ravan was a demon, enemy of Ram. At least we are not demons. At least we are not enemy of Ram. We are trying to be his devotees. So if we meditate on his divine qualities, we will definitely get those qualities. We sometimes feel, oh no, it is very difficult for us to do this, do that. One very easy formula Ramayana says, meditate on the qualities of Lord Ram. That is why Naam, Rupa, Guna, Lila. Naam, Rupa, Guna, Lila. That for us, Grahasthas, these four things are the final conclusion. So more we hear about the Lord, more we chant about the Lord, this divine qualities of the Lord will automatically be manifested in us. Some of y'all have come from the Saturday program, you have experienced it yourself. After you started chanting Hare Krishna, थोड़ा कम हुआ ना अनर्था, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मोह, थोड़ा कम, थोड़ा 1%, 0.5% हुआ कि नहीं हुआ है, लगेगा आपको अभी थोड़ा. इट्स ओपनड अप, यू आर फीलिंग लाइक ठीक है, विल सी, कुछ प्रॉब्लम है नहीं, हो जाएगा. यू आर नॉट फियरफुल, डर थोड़ा कम हो गया. So if we keep associating with Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila, every day, Grahasthas, we have to do this. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila. Somehow associate with this form of the Lord, we will get purified. Those are the divine qualities of Lord Ram. Second is Rupa. So Rupa of the Lord, see nicely they have put over here. Looking at Lord Ram, see all other incarnations of the Lord are like very... what do you call it? They are very hyperactive. Krishna is always smiling, dancing. Narasimha is always very angry. You see Lord Ram, you see him always like this only. He is equipoised. You call him anything, no change on his face. You shout at him, no emotions. It's just sthita pragya. Right? It is not no emotions. It is only that he doesn't show his emotions in the way that situation goes out of control. Right? Someone sleeps in the house. Someone sleeps. ज़्यादा नहीं लगा है, थोड़ा ही लगा है. But other person shouts so much कि इसको अटैक ही आ जाता है, something happened to me. So first thing when something bad happens, we have to be silently checking what can be done. That is Lord Ram. रात को बोला कल तुमको राजा बनाएंगे. रात को 3 बजे बुला के बोला वन में जाओ, 3 बजे, हाँ, शाम रसिकपुर की क्लास में थे ना आप लोग, 3 बजे, 3 बजे उठते क्या आप लोग? अलार्म भी बजता है, 4 बार स्नूज करते हम लोग। 3 बजे उठ के बुलाया राम को, कल वनवास जाना है। नो चेंज। हम पहले बोलेंगे 3 बजे क्यों, वो छोड़ वनवास, 3 बजे क्यों उठाया? इट्स अ फैक्ट। रामायण गोज टू दिस डिटेल्स। 3 बजे उठ के बुलाया उनको, इतना भी शर्म नहीं है? कल सुबह बोलो ना, नहीं बोला अब भी चाहिए, अब भी बुला उसको। दशरथ सेठ कल बोलेंगे सुबह, नहीं अब भी बुला, अब भी बुला के बोल। दिस इज द लेवल ऑफ थिंग्स विच वर डन विद राम। हमको किसी ने थोड़ा कुछ बोला तो वी सेड खत्म, नो टॉकिंग ओनली नाउ। यू सी लॉर्ड राम, that is why we consider him as, not consider, that is why he is our Lord, right? So when we associate with such Lord, these qualities will come naturally, but for that we have to hear Ramayana, we have to think about it, we have to meditate on it. We should not just hear it as a information, एक दिन ऐसा बैठ के 10 मिनट, we have to just think what Lord Ram wants from me, and I will do, Lord Ram will help me for doing that. That is the qualities of Lord Ram, right? So if you see over here the roop of the Lord, the color of the Lord is what? Krishna comes like the blackish bluish, like a rain cloud. What is color of Lord Ram? Greenish. Okay, it's not the green of this world. Okay, we cannot say light green, blue green, parrot green, Shimla mirchi green. No, it is divine green. You know, that's a very shiny form of the Lord, and Lord comes in this form, green form. And if you see Lord Ram, he is always, standing straight. ऐसे कृष्णा की तरह त्रिभंग ललिता में ऐसे टेढ़ा वेढ़ा नहीं, एकदम स्ट्रेट. स्ट्रेट मीन्स इज कमांडिंग, मीन्स डर भी लगता है, थोड़ा डर होना चाहिए, हाँ, ऐसे एकदम थोड़ा डर होना चाहिए. इट्स कमांडिंग प्रिंसिपल्स. ही स्टैंड्स फॉर हिज वैल्यूज. पीपल आर वेरी वेरी वैल्यूड, प्रिंसिपल्ड, एंड ही ऑलवेज होल्ड्स अ बो, राइट? व्हाट्स द नेम ऑफ दैट बो? Dhanush. Dhanush is a general name. Dhanush is a general name. The bow, Lord's bow has a name. Sorry, Kodanda. Kodanda is the name. Like Krishna's bow is Sarangi, right? And Lord Ram's bow is Kodanda, and he symbolizes protection of dharma. We say na dharma rakshita rakshiti. We see a Lord Ram, we feel that feeling. If we follow and protect dharma, dharma will definitely protect us. That is Lord Ram. Following code of conduct. What are the principles? What are my values? I will stand for my values. That is Lord Ram. That is the Rupa of Lord Ram. His face radiates with peace, compassion, strength, embodying the idea of righteous king and a devoted husband. These are the words from Ramayana. His face radiates peace. Looking at him, you feel peaceful. You don't feel agitated, na? You feel peaceful. You feel compassion, strength, embodying the idea of righteous king and a devoted husband. That is Lord Ram. Lord Ram's Rupa was so attractive. We are talking about the Roop, the second part. First we spoke about Naam, now we are talking about Roop. That when he went to the forest, even the sages who were meditating got attracted towards him. Who are the sages? They were meditating. They said, I don't want your iPhone, I don't want your Netflix, I don't want your pizza. I am going to the forest and I am meditating. And when they saw Lord Ram, they felt attracted towards him. So Lord Ram gets attracted by even those people who have given up everything of this material world. That is the beauty of Lord Ram. That is the Rupa of Lord Ram. And we don't get attracted towards him. We don't get attracted towards Lord Ram, right? How long you are going to see? हो गया, चलो अभी और कुछ देखते हैं. Right? So the perfection of life is when we get attracted by the form of the Lord. When we go in front of the Lord, when we go to the temples, to the deities, we should stand over there for some time, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and look at the Lord. Look at the form of the Lord, what he's wearing, what are the color of his clothes, what are the color of his flowers, how many necklaces he's wearing, how he's smiling. We should not just go, ho gaya, zale, haan. It is as if we are giving our darshan to him. Zale, darshan zale, zale, samke best darshan zale. We have to meditate on the form of the Lord. Right? So when we go to temple, like every time if you see Radha Krishna, the turban is different, the color of the clothes are different, the way the more punk is put is different, the way the flute is kept is different. We have to meditate on that. 2-3 मिनट भगवान के सामने बस खड़े रुको. That's why see in Vrindavan, those of you who have gone to Vrindavan temple, there's a nice place for there where everyone goes and just stands over there. They just look at Lord for 5-10 minutes. They're just there, just watching the Lord. Because our eyes are like cameras. We are taking photos. We have taken photos of this world. अभी सब वही भरा है अंदर. Now we have to take these photos. So those old photos will get replaced. So that is taking the darshan of the Lord. We have to meditate on the form of the Lord, starting from his feet, looking at his feet, and then coming slowly towards his lotus face. We have to spend some time standing in front of the Lord, not like just like 1 minute darshan and go. And then slowly, we will get attracted towards the roop of the Lord. The third is Lila. Lord Ram's Leelas are so many. One Leela which I felt, which is very important for us sadhakas and preachers, because Fridays are like senior devotees, is Lord Ram's Leela of building the bridge. He built a bridge, right? So there was one seminar only given by Gaurang Prabhu on building the bridge, where he spoke about so many points, so many things, just building the bridge. What it signifies, हमको लगा building the bridge, राम का नाम लेकर डाल दिया चल गए. But when acharyas see this one activity of the Lord, they give purport, what it means. So here Prabhuji was giving so many points. Some of the points he said, first thing he said that this bridge is built with devotion. The bridge which was built by them was built with devotion. And in this everyone was there. So it was their hard... this bridge was the only connect between Ram and Sita. So there was so much of devotion what they put in building this bridge. And Prabhuji gave an analogy that we are like Mother Sita, who is on the other side, and Lord Ram is over here. And who has to build that bridge? We have to build that bridge. And then Lord Ram will come. But what we are doing, we are not building the bridge. We are breaking the bridge. Come for program. Prabhuji, something is there. One bridge broken. Chant Hare Krishna. No, tomorrow I will chant. Second bridge broken. Reading Gita. After 1 year I will bridge. Third bridge broken. We are breaking every possible bridge what Lord Ram is sending to us. Lord Ram is building those bridges, but we are breaking all possible bridges by delaying the process. No, Krishna's devotee only I am. 101%. But I will chant later. After 1 year, अभी I'm little busy, अभी थोड़ा सब settle होना है, बच्चे बड़े हो जाएंगे. उसके बाद I'm saying no, I'm Hindu only, I'll do, but later. So right now let me break the bridges. I will stay in the castle, isolated. Later I will build it. But we don't know whether that later will come or not. So we have to build these bridges. Prabhuji was saying, and this building of bridges happens by our devotional service. Our devotion will build those bridges going towards Lord Ram. That is first point. Second point is, this bridge which we have to build, we cannot build alone. Did Lord Ram build his own bridge? Who built? Everyone. Every small vanara, big vanara, squirrel, spider, everyone came. कोई पत्थर ला रहा है, कोई बोल्डर ला रहा है, कोई छोटा सा पत्थर डाल रहा है. Everyone came to build that bridge. So similarly, our devotional bridge to Lord Ram, we cannot do it on our own. We cannot say, I know everything, I will do it. गिर जाएंगे. थोड़ा चलेंगे, गिर जाएंगे. If we have to go far, we have to go together. If we have to go fast, we can go alone, but we will not go long. दूर नहीं पहुंचेंगे. So we have to build this bridge of devotion with everyone together, all devotee community together, with sadhu, guru and shastra. So when we take their support, then building that bridge to Lord Ram becomes easy. Otherwise it is very difficult. We don't know how to do devotion to Lord. So it's only through guru that we can understand. Only through sadhu we understand. Only through shastras we come to know. And when the whole devotee community is together holding hands, we can go ahead. That is the second point. The third point is, the bridge does not float without the mercy of the Lord. They just didn't put the stone and it was floating. When they wrote the name of the Lord, when that mercy of the Lord comes, only then that bridge what we are trying to build to the Lord will remain. So we have to beg for that mercy. There is no way we can get mercy. Mercy factor is, we are not, there is no formula to get mercy. Mercy is only kripa of the Lord. We have to beg, Lord, please be merciful on me. And when we can beg? When we are chanting, when we are praying to the Lord, when we are reading Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that time we have to back to the Lord. Lord, you have said this. I don't understand this shloka, or I understand but I cannot implement in my life. Please help me, Lord. These are your words. I have implemented so many formulas in my life. I became doctor, I became engineer, I became this, I became that. So many, कोंकणीन एक हे आसा, कसली कसली बनेरा लायली मनशांनी. कसली कसली बनेरा लायली, कितें कितें जालो हांव. But there's no use. It's only giving me dharma, artha, kama, moksha. It is not giving me peace of mind. But this, your Bhagavad Gita, Lord, please help me to understand. And then watching that, Krishna will come out from his hiding. And then he will give us that mercy. So the third point, this bridge is floating only by the mercy of the Lord, not otherwise. The fourth point Prabhuji was making, crossing this ocean represents liberation. Now the bridge is built. We know everything, but we have to walk on it. If we don't walk on that bridge, we will not be going to the other side of the Lord. Lord is standing there. I am this side. But unless I practice devotional service in my life, I will not be reaching to the other side. I'll be seeing Lord, yeah, fine, I know it. So in this life, it will be like, as I said last time, this life only for the knowledge, not for implementation. So we don't know whether we'll get next life or not. So we have to implement. Chanting Hare Krishna is implementing. Reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita is implementation. Coming in devotee association, doing seva is implementation. So we have to walk on the bridge. And finally, the bridge is always available for others also. So what it means is we have to give this yatha shakti to others also. We should not just keep it to ourselves. Oh, I know the formula by which I can perfect my life and go out. Give to others. Even Lord Shiva distributed the entire Ramayana to everyone. We have to give to others. Yatha shakti. Call others. Give them. Give them Bhagavad Gita. Tell them something what you know. Something that you know. And then Krishna is in their heart and your heart also. Correct? As Paramatma. So even if you tell some broken way, something, Krishna in his heart, he will, accept it. So we have to yatha shakti give it to others. Don't keep it to us. This is the significance of this one pastime. And there was 3-4 hour seminar only on this. So when Acharya sees every activity of the Lord, we feel, what is Ramayana? What's so great about it? I know everything. Dasharath died, Kaikai ne bheja, he went to Vanvas, killed Ravan, love kush, ho gaya, khatam. But you see, one small activity of building the bridge, so many things can be discussed. That is Ramayana. That means there is so much for us to hear. अभी तक हमने सुना ही नहीं है रामायण. 24,000 श्लोका है, हमने तो सुना ही नहीं है. So how much time we have to spend in hearing? Hearing is very, very important. We have to spend our time in hearing. Very important, right? So that is about the Lila of the Lord. Guna, Rupa, Naam and Lila. Yes, this one of the Guna of the Lord is his Satyavakya. What is Satyavakya? What's the meaning of Satyavakya? Truthful. Lord Ram, if he says something means, okay. Lord Krishna, if he says something means, that is also dharma, but that is Krishna's dharma. Krishna will, why he does Krishna, why he does it? Because you don't know who is coming in front. Krishna reciprocates not by words, but he reciprocates by feeling. If someone comes to cheat Krishna, Krishna will cheat him in such a way that that person will not know only Krishna has cheated him. That is Krishna. Ram is simple. He will, what you want, he'll give. So Lord Ram is Dridavatra. He said means he will do it. So in Ramayana, this one very, 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 very famous, and very important shloka comes where, and this is a time when Vibhishan comes to take Sharanagati of Lord Ram. And everyone says what? दुश्मन का भाई आ गया, मत ले, भगा उसको, कोई नहीं लेना चाहिए. So everyone is saying, don't take Vibhishan. He will understand what we are doing and he will, go and tell. So Lord Ram सुन रहे थे सबका. Okay, you want to say this? Okay, you want to say this? Okay. Finally he asked Hanumanji, what we should do is coming. He said, Lord, someone is coming to you. Why you are rejecting him? You should be taking him. right? And kya karega maximum? As is open secret, we all are there, nothing. We're just standing under open sky. What he will do? You should take him. You should not reject any soul. Lord Ram says, get him. Again, Sugriv said, everyone was saying, Nalagver, Manigriv, everyone is, not sorry, not Nal, Nila, Nal, all of them were saying, we should not be taking him. That time, Lord Ram says this very, very important thing in Ramayana. He says, what you all are scared of, you really don't know who I am. What you talking about, Sugriv? Today, if Ravan also comes in front of me, just by my thumb, I can finish everything. Their whole army I can finish just by my thumb. Forget using my bow and arrow. You all don't know who I am. Very few places Lord Ram says that. Very few places. And then he says this one very, very powerful line. He says, if anyone comes in front of me and says that, oh Lord Ram, I am yours, I will give him protection for eternality. Abhayam sarvada tasmai. That's what Lord Ram says. And he says, not that in full devotion, even if someone says jokingly, Lord Ram, I am yours. Lord Ram, please protect me. Jokingly. कोई बोलता है ना, मम्मी बच्चों को बोलते चल रहे पाया पट रहे देवा तो नेटफ्लिक्स असा तो रील्स पळयत असा पाया पट रे उडयता आनी पाया पडलो जालें जोकिंगली पाया पडटा देवा. Jokingly also someone says that, Lord Ram says, I will give protection to him eternally. And he says, I am taking a vow today. He says this. So we'll recite this shloka. Sakrud eva prapanya tavasmiti ache abhayam sarvadhatasmai dadami eva vratam mama. He says, Sakrut eva prapanya tava asmi iti ache. If someone says, Tava asmi iti ache, oh Lord, I am yours. Lord says, Abhayam sarvada tasmai. I give him abhay, fearlessness. And dadami eva vratam mama. I am taking this vow today. And the meaning of word Sakrud, what comes in the start, Sakrud eva prapanya. Sakrud means jokingly. A lot of times we spoke about the shloka, that is Lord Ram. And Lord Ram is Dhrida Vrata. एक बार बोल दिया मीन्स करेगा ही करेगा, छोड़ेगा नहीं. So much bonus Lord Ram is giving us. Itna sab gifts. This all gifts given by him. Even we are not serious, even jokingly. That's why we say chant Hare Krishna. Even we are doing it not properly. If you do properly, the result is unlimited. But even if you don't do it properly, there is no loss in it. There is no loss in chanting the names of the Lord. Naam, Rupa, Guna and Lila of the Lord. It is only beneficial, only beneficial, only beneficial. But if we get stuck in Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, there's a possibility we get stuck into Artha and Kama. We will not be able to break that cycle. It's very difficult to leave Netflix, right? Very difficult to leave Reels, ना. Reels से 2 घंटा ऐसे ही चला जाता है. कितना डिफिकल्ट है. कोई मराठी सीरियल लगा है, आपको उठने का मन करता है क्या? वो गैस पे दूध उबल के नीचे गिर रहा है, वो जाने दो, इसमें क्या होगा प्रोग्राम में पहले देखना है मेरे को. So if a simple program is so difficult to leave, this whole material world will be so difficult to leave. So there is great risk and danger that we get stuck into Artha, Kama, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. If you follow this cycle, we get stuck in the middle thing. But if we follow the Nama, Rupa, Guna and Lila of the Lord, everywhere it is like a sugar candy. You lick anywhere, it is going to be sweet only. It's going to be sweet. The Naam of the names of the Lords are sweet. The Rupa, the Guna, the Lila, everything is sweet only. That's why devotees are always happy. Why? Because they're internalizing that mood of Lord Ram. So we as sadhakas, we as devotees, right? We are devotees. We are not come here for entertainment. We are not come here to hear some kirtan, pravachan. We are sadhakas. We are serious practitioners. We are serious in our life. हम लोग यहाँ ऐसे नहीं आए आज फ्राइडे है, कुछ काम नहीं है, चलो उधर जाके बैठते. हमको बहुत काम है जिंदगी में, बहुत आगे बढ़ना है. We are serious practitioners. All of y'all are serious people. That's why y'all have come here. So serious practitioners have to take up this process of connecting to Lord Ram by Rupa, Guna, Lila of the Lord. Rupa, Guna, Lila and what I missed? Naam. Oh, Naam is first. Nama, Rupa, Guna and Lila of the Lord. So if we follow this process, then we as sadhakas will go ahead. Otherwise, after some time, we'll feel, Prabhuji, sada तेच मरे, sada तेच करो, बाज आयलो आता किती नवे सांग. There's no new. There's nothing new. It's always Nama, Rupa, Guna of the Lord. That is what we have to meditate on, hear on, and go forward in this path of devotional service. And Lord Ram in Ramayana shows all these things so perfectly. And that's why Ramayana is more for grahasthas. Because so many problems and reversals come in our life. सच है ना, आज कुछ मिलने वाला था, कल सुबह चला जाता है, जा ले चल कबार. You see Lord Ram, every instance of Lord Ram is for us, for to instruct us what we should be doing. That's why we should hear more, hear more, hear more. The very objective to tell you that there are 1 crore, 100 crore verses in Brahma Lok and so less over here, just to know that we don't even know so much in Ramayana. Sometimes we feel we know Ramayana. Sometimes there is a kahavat, pura te Ramayana, Mahabharat, maga sangna ka. Someone is fere, someone is talking. So we are using those analogies for such bad things. Such bad things. This can deliver us from this very material world. Right? How much of Ramayana we know? We don't know. One bridge analogy is having so many things in it. That's why we should hear. There are treasures hidden in Ramayana, Mahabharata and Krishna Katha. There are treasures. There's one shloka in Bhagavatam. With this, I will stop. Ajamil pastime, you all know? Time is running out. Sudmata Prabhu will be just... there are... Ajamil pastime. Ajamil pastime में क्या होता है? Yamdutas and विष्णु दूतों के बीच में फाइट होता है. And then Yamdutas go back to Yamraj. And then Yamraj said, अरे you go anywhere but don't go to this type of people. Then Yamdutas said, boss आपने पहले बोला ना हमको ये सब, अभी बोलो ठीक से क्या है. And that is where Yamraj tells where they should not be going. You know, no, where they go means वो जाने के बाद क्या होता है? They remove the soul out. Okay, so there is a shloka in Bhagavatam in the 6th canto which says, my dear servants, Yamraj is telling, okay, my dear servants, Yamraj is telling to Yamdutas, please bring to me only those sinful people who do not use their tongue to chant the holy names and qualities of Krishna, whose hearts do not remember the lotus feet of Krishna even once, whose heads do not bow down even once before the Lord. Send me those who do not perform their duties towards Vishnu, which are the only duties in the human life. Please bring me all such people. बोला गया है भागवतम में. अभी पता चल गया ना आप लोगों को? अभी बोल नहीं सकते, मुझे नहीं पता था. This is there only. So 3 things he said. Means they should not be going to these 3 people who do not use their tongue to chant the names of the Lord and quality. First, whose hearts do not remember the lotus feet of the Lord, that is remembering the Lord. And third, whose head do not bow down in front of the Lord. Yamraj tells Yamdutas, get me such people. And then he makes one very important statement which is very nice. He says, send me those who do not perform this duty towards Vishnu, which are the only duties in human form of life. So in human form of life, what is the only duty? To please Vishnu. That's it. To please Vishnu. Now we have to analyze our whole day. From the morning time I got up till the night I slept, how many times I pleased Vishnu? How many times I pleased Vishnu? So that's why we should read Bhagavatam. It gives clear-cut objective and the goal of life. Very clear. There is no, sometimes our Vedas are very big, very difficult to understand. Clear. It's very clear. Clear like the noonday sun. There is no ambiguity. Right? So we as Grahasthas should be following all this. So let us pray to Lord Ram that so many divine qualities you have. Let us meditate on those qualities and pray to Lord Ram on Ram Navami that let me get some of these qualities. Let me please you in whatever way, and please be merciful on us, because mercy is the only thing that is given by the Lord. There is no way we can get it on our own. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shri Ram Lakshman Hanuman Sita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Ram Navami Maha Mahotsav ki. So as we said, on Sunday we have Ram Navami, and we'll be celebrating Ram Navami in Vasco, Chikalim. We have already sent the pamphlet. It's going